Let's get right into it. Number 1. Echolocation, the brain's sonic radar. Imagine being able to see with sound. Not metaphorically, but literally, using your ears to create a picture of the world around you. You already have this superpower locked inside your brain right now. Your brain can turn simple clicks into a full sonar system, just like bats and dolphins use to navigate in the dark. Make a clicking sound with your tongue, and the echoes that bounce back contain all the information you need. The position of objects, their size, and what they're made of, it's all encoded in those returning sound waves. Some blind people have mastered this ability to an incredible degree. They can ride bikes through traffic, play basketball, and navigate complex environments without ever touching anything. They're essentially seeing the world through sound. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. Scientists scanned the brains of expert echolocators and discovered something mind-blowing. When these people click and listen to echoes, the sound isn't being processed in the hearing parts of their brain. Instead, it lights up the visual cortex, the exact same region that processes sight in people who can see. Your brain literally reassigned an entire sensory organ to do a completely different job. It took your ears and turned them into eyes. The hardware stayed the same, but the software got completely rewritten. So why is this superpower useless for most of us? Because it takes serious training to unlock. Your brain can do it, but only if you push it hard enough. Most people never bother because, well, we've got working eyes. The power sits dormant, waiting for a reason to activate. Number 2, adrenaline overdrive, your secret super strength. What if I told you that right now, in this moment, you're only using a fraction of your actual strength? Your body has a built-in limiter, like a speed governor on a car, that stops you from accessing your full power. Picture this. A car flips over, trapping your loved one underneath. You're not a bodybuilder. Maybe you can't even open a stubborn jar of pickles. But in that moment, something flips inside you. People in situations like this have reportedly lifted entire cars off the ground. This isn't fantasy, it's your body's emergency override system. Scientists call it hysterical strength, and it's as real as it gets. Normally, your brain keeps about 60 to 70% of your muscle power locked away. It's a safety mechanism to protect you from hurting yourself. But when your brain detects genuine life or death danger, it floods your system with adrenaline. Suddenly, everything changes. Your heart rate explodes, your senses sharpen to razor focus, and most importantly, those locked muscle fibers all fire at once. Your body literally shuts off pain signals, so nothing can stop you from doing what needs to be done. It's like your body saying, "We'll worry about the damage later. Right now, we need maximum power." And there is damage. People who've experienced hysterical strength often end up with torn muscles, damaged tendons, and injuries they didn't even feel happening. You're essentially redlining your body's engine. Sure, you get incredible performance, but there's a price to pay. But here's the frustrating part. You can't just turn this on whenever you want. You can't activate it at the gym to hit a new personal record. This power only shows up when your brain genuinely believes it's life or death. It's a superpower you can't control, which makes it pretty useless for everyday life. Number 3, secret UV vision, seeing the invisible spectrum. Inside your eye. Right now, there's a lens acting like built-in sunglasses. It filters out ultraviolet light to protect the sensitive parts of your eye from damage. But what if that lens was suddenly removed? Sometimes, usually due to age, that lens gets cloudy, and doctors have to take it out. And that's when something incredible happens. You suddenly gain the ability to see ultraviolet light, a whole part of the spectrum that was invisible to you before. People who've experienced this say the world transforms completely. Everything takes on a weird blue-violet glow, like someone turned on a black light over reality. But it gets even stranger. Flowers suddenly reveal hidden patterns, glowing landing strips that guide bees to nectar. These patterns were always there, invisible to normal human eyes, but now you can see exactly what the bees see. The famous painter Claude Monet had this surgery, and art historians noticed something bizarre. After the operation, his paintings suddenly exploded with blues and violets. Experts think he was literally painting colors that people with normal vision couldn't even perceive. He was seeing beyond human limits and trying to capture it on canvas. But this superpower comes with downsides. Everything looks hazy and weirdly tinted, and without that natural lens protection, your eyes are way more vulnerable to damage from UV rays. Modern medicine figured this out, so now when they remove the old lens, they replace it with an artificial one that blocks UV light. This accidental superpower is becoming rarer with every surgery. So why is it useless? Because you can only get it by losing something first, your natural lens. And once doctors realized people had it, they immediately designed a fix to take it away. It's a superpower that exists by accident and disappears by design. Number 4. Chromatic clairvoyance, seeing colors that don't exist. What if I told you that some people are walking through a world exploding with colors you literally cannot see? Colors that don't even have names because most of us can't perceive them? Most humans are what scientists call trichromats. We have 3 types of color-sensing cells in our eyes called cones. Each cone picks up different wavelengths of light: red, green, and blue. Your brain mixes these 3 signals together to create all the colors you see. With this system, you can see around a few million different colors. That sounds like a lot, right? But here's where it gets crazy. About 12% of women carry the genetic code for something extraordinary. They're tetrachromats, people with a 4th cone in their eyes. That extra cone is like adding a whole new dimension to reality. While you're seeing millions of colors, they're potentially seeing hundreds of millions. Colors that exist in the space between the colors you know. Shades so subtle and unique that they don't even have names because the rest of us have never seen them. Imagine looking at a sunset, and to you it's beautiful, layers of orange and pink and purple. But to a tetrachromat, that same sunset might contain dozens of additional colors woven throughout. Hues that make the scene infinitely more complex and vibrant. You're both looking at the same sky, but they're seeing a completely different painting. Scientists tested this by showing tetrachromats color mixtures that look identical to normal people. To us, it's just one uniform color, but tetrachromats can instantly tell the difference. They see distinct colors where we see sameness. It's like they have access to a secret layer of reality. Think about what that means. Every flower, every piece of art, every rainbow, they all look fundamentally different to them. They're moving through a richer, more colorful version of the world, and they can't even explain it to you because you literally lack the hardware to understand what they're describing. So why is this incredible superpower completely useless? Because the entire world is designed for 3 cones, not 4. Every screen you look at, your phone, your TV, your computer, they all display colors using just 3 channels: red, green, and blue. Every photo ever printed uses the same system. Every painting, every piece of digital art, everything is made for trichromats. If you're a tetrachromat, all those extra colors you can see in real life completely disappear when you look at a screen or a photo. It's like you have 4K vision, but you're forced to watch everything in standard definition. You're seeing a flattened, dumbed-down version of reality whenever you look at any human-made image. And you can't share your experience with anyone. You can't point to a color on a screen and say, "See that? That's what I'm seeing," because the screen can't display it. You can't take a photo that captures what you see, because cameras only capture 3 color channels. You're living with a secret, invisible dimension of color that you can never fully utilize or share with the 88% of people around you. It's a superpower that makes you see more beauty, but isolates you in that experience at the same time. Number 5. Your brain's built-in GPS, the navigator you forgot you had, deep in your skull, running 24/7 without you even thinking about it, is a biological navigation system so sophisticated it makes modern GPS look primitive. You have a living, breathing map of the world inside your head right now. Your brain has specialized cells called place cells that light up like tiny beacons whenever you enter a specific location. Walk into your kitchen, one set fires. Step into your bedroom, a completely different set activates. Your brain is constantly dropping invisible pins on an internal map everywhere you go. But it doesn't stop there. You've also got head direction cells, your own internal compass that knows exactly which way you're facing at all times. You could be spun around blindfolded 50 times, and these cells would still know which direction is which. They never need recalibrating. And just to complete the system, you have speed cells that calculate how fast you're moving through space. Right now, without thinking about it, your brain knows precisely where you are, which direction you're facing, and how fast you're moving. It's like having a tiny supercomputer in your head dedicated entirely to navigation. This system is so fundamental that pretty much every animal on Earth has some version of it. It kept our ancestors from getting lost and eaten by predators. So if we all have this incredible biological GPS, why do we still get lost trying to find our car in a parking lot? Because we've gotten lazy. We've completely outsourced this work to our phones. Every time we reach for Google Maps instead of using our internal navigator, we're letting that superpower atrophy like an unused muscle. The system is still there, running in the background, but we've stopped listening to it. We've become dependent on a device to do what our brain evolved to do naturally. Next time you're heading somewhere familiar, try an experiment. Turn off your phone's GPS and let your internal navigator take over. Pay attention to the signals your brain is already sending you. You might be surprised to discover you actually know the way, you've just stopped trusting yourself to find it. Your brain is already a human compass. You just need to wake it up. That's all for today. If you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. Your brain might have superpowers, but it can't click that button for you.